Maximum speed! Sails down! Ship the oars! Start rowing! I need archers! Faster! Raise the sail! Go! Here we go! Let's move!
Commander away! Everyone at ease!
Here it is. Yes.
Greek world bows to us. We are the new gods.
Nothing like the rest of the Greek world.
Under at the helm! Be on your guard out here. I don't mind taking a look, but any closer might get us into trouble.
Lower the oars! March out! Burn the sails! Master! Arrows are ready! Make them burn! Come on! Yeah! Ella. Yeah! Move! Move! Ella. I won't rest until your reign has ended. Let's go, Phobos. Off we go now. Giddy up.
any closer.
Mount Pentelicos holds the purest marble in the Greek world. I heard they built the Parthenon with it.
I need some assistance here! All that fighting! Somebody help!
Now!
I'll rip you apart!
Goddess of war.
Best stay out of sight.
Κίνης αυτόν! Απάγαγε με δόνε! Ασφαλές εστι το παραμένει!
Let me know if you have questions. Thanks for looking. Let me know if you need anything else.
Cassandra! I knew you'd change your mind after turning me down. Unfortunately, love must wait a little longer.
Whatever you say.
I hate to cut our conversation short, Socrates, but I believe you've talked enough for the both of us. We must find another use for that mouth of yours.
Speak to him long enough, and you may find the smallest hint of knowledge veiled deep behind his enthusiastic advances.
A compliment and an insult in the same sentence. He truly is gifted. You've arrived at the perfect time. I have a friend named Sophanes who wants to become an Athenian citizen, but he needs a bit of help. Your help.
I can't wait to hear why it's my help he needs.
Any Misthios would do, really, but you're my favorite. All you need to do is sign my friend's name on a little list.
There has to be a reason Sophanes can't sign the list himself.
Well, he would, but he isn't nearly as able as you are.
Meaning?
Meaning, you have skills he doesn't possess. He'd fail if he tried on his own.
Why Athens? Surely he's a citizen somewhere else already.
Everyone wants to be an Athenian citizen, even if they don't say so. Sophanes has a mind for politics, but can only participate as a citizen.
I didn't realize you had a list of mercenaries you favor. And I'm at the top?
Of course you are. Although, if you ask nicely, I would happily let you be on the bottom.
This sounds simple. Now tell me why it isn't.
There's this small matter that you'll have to enter the Metroon, where you're not allowed, and forge his name well enough, of course.
So he's trying to become a citizen illegally. You should have led with that.
I'll try to remember that the next time. The building you're looking for is near the Agora. Be safe. Talking in circles may work on others, Socrates, but not on me.
I don't speak in circles or any other shape. You answered one of my questions, and that brought another to mind.
And another. Ooh, and another. Did you forget?
This sounds...
There's the...
Careful. Don't want to be caught here.
You're in trouble! Stop running! Charge!
There. His name's been signed. Time to get back to Alcibiades.
My favorite Misthios returns.
Sophanis' name is on the list, but it came at a price.
I see. Sometimes blood must be shed. You were the right Misthios for the job. Now that you forged my friend's name on this...
Next time you want me to do two things, tell me both at the same time.
The second is dependent on the first. I needed to...
Just tell me what you need.
Unfortunately, getting Sophanis' name on the list doesn't make him a citizen.
So you want me to...
If only it were that easy. No, there's some...
I'll find your...
Perfect.
There must be a good reason we can't be witnesses.
Of course. The witness must be an Athenian citizen, but it can't be a friend. Be careful with Perus, though. It's easy to...
If there's more after this, I want to know now.
Of course, this
Should?
I mean, is.
Time to find Pe...
He's often around the Justice Building.
And I just ask him to help?
Peros needs to say that the parents of Sophanis were both Athenian. How you get him to do it is up to you.
The witness. There you are. That's the guy Alcibiades called handsome.
You tell Theon I'm not giving him anymore. If he wants to talk to me, he can come himself.
I'm not here about debts.
Well, what do you want then?
There's something I need your help with. Well, you'd actually be helping someone else.
That someone sent you tells me it's something I'd be better off avoiding.
You just need to validate a man's citizenship. Alcibiades said it's an easy role for you to play.
Ah, Alcibiades. He's persistent. And who is this man I meant to help?
His name is Sophanes.
Sophanis. I know that name well. I won't help you though, not for him.
I don't know him. Why don't you want to help?
True Mystios never get all the information up front. Sophanis betrayed his men for Drachmi. He deserves death, not citizenship. Ah, look, it isn't your fault. You didn't know, but now you do.
Sounds like Theon may be sending someone to collect from you. Wouldn't it be nice to have the drachmi you need?
Fine. I'll do what you want. Oh, make sure Sophanis doesn't know I was part of this.
Out! Out!
You've returned!
Socrates too, it seems.
Much like you, he just can't seem to stay away. I hope there were no issues.
Yes, he just needed a little push.
Ah, I was worried about that.
You kept information from me. Information that would have been nice to know.
I believe people like Sophanis deserve second chances. I didn't think what he did mattered to you.
Next time, let me decide what matters to me.
Understood. I should give Sophanis the news.
Do not bad citizens do harm to their neighbors and good citizens good? Is it possible to tell if someone will be good or bad without first giving them a chance?
Person isn't the same forever. Someone bad can become good.
But is the inverse not also true? Someone considered good can then become bad? How can we predict someone's actions now, let alone in the future?
We can't. One thing I've learned is people are unpredictable. It's what makes my job so hard sometimes.
If what you say is true, we can either hope we are right and that people will be good, or limit risk by not giving people like Sophanis a chance. I wonder then if bad actions can reverse good or good actions can reverse bad. Perhaps we can speak on that another time.
Thank the gods. We'll keep a sharp watch here.
I'll rip you apart!
You'll be with Hades soon! Think wisely, although no one can truly know anything. Think wisely, although no one can truly know anything.
Watch the claws.
Think wisely, although no one can truly know anything. Behold, I've kept myself alive.
It was the one job I gave you, Socrates. I knew you could handle it.
I would have attempted it even if you hadn't told me to.
It's not as easy as it seems, staying alive. There's not many of us left.
Then let's pay tribute to them. Though they aren't here now, they were here once. Come with me. My opinion on death is a nebulous one because I know nothing about it. Therefore, I know I shouldn't be afraid.
I'm not afraid either.
Many are because they don't know what death holds for them. One can only trust that the gods know for certain. Think wisely, although no one can truly know anything.
Phoebe. She never got to be a little girl. I talked to her like she was already grown up.
Which you did out of respect for her. Question your choices, Cassandra, but never doubt them.
Thank you for giving her the burial she deserved.
There are countless others here in Elysium. The blessed have earned that eternal happiness. One of them is our great Pericles.
Athens owes him a debt for all he's done.
They didn't call him the first citizen of Athens for nothing. A man of many contributions, but also a private man.
If only he had shared his burden.
We only knew him as he presented himself to be, but who's to say that wasn't his true self?
This war has taken so many. Even Brasidas fell.
Maybe so, but as a Spartan, he fulfilled his duty and died on the battlefield.
I helped him all I could. He was my friend.
Your survival avenges him. He will be honored as a hero.
The people will remember how we brought down Cleon.
Apparently, soldiers found Cleon on the beach. A casualty of war, perhaps?
Couldn't say. It's hard to recall what happens in the heat of battle.
Either way, let him spend his eternity in Tartarus for what he has done. And be certain, our friends wait for us in the light.
I drink to that.
Who am I to say no?
Well, this has supplied me with plenty of new material for my next play.
Cassandra killed the monger as an act of espionage. That's exciting. Write a scene like that.
There's been no love scene yet. Let me provide that inspiration now.
Beauty is short-lived. You may as well use it, Alcibiades.
And to that, I raise my drink.
To us, who have persisted through everything, and to those who wanted to persist.
A tribute as good as your singing.
And to the gods.
Now, dear teacher, I think you should whisk me away for our private lesson.
I'm afraid I haven't had enough wine for that, Alcibiades.
Then someone fill his cup. Finally, someone who's willing to have some fun.
I'm sure you'll get through.
Perhaps you.
We're in the middle of a war. Cleon is wreaking havoc across...
At least until I...
Spend it on something more...
What's more useful?
I work better when I'm done.
Well...
We'll see.
I call that... Hermippos has gone too far, Socrates. Pericles gave everything to Athens. Yet, we must still hear of Cleon's greatness.
Aristophanes, have you not done seemly things to Hermippos?
How dare you compare me to that man? His plays are a nuisance. Something I could come up with in an afternoon, and a drunken one at that. Mine are for a clever audience.
The same audience you judge. Should it not be clever enough?
Careful, Socrates, else I make you a character in one of my plays. Do you agree with Socrates that Hermippos should say what he wants?
This may be the first time I've seen Socrates listen more than he speaks.
Remember it well. You may not see it ever again.
I prefer to think before I speak, and now, having thought, I shall. Tell me, just as I am allowed to say what I wish, should not all be allowed to do the same?
Of course not. And there's much you've said that I'd say you shouldn't have, Socrates.
What if I say offends one, but is loved by another? Should I say nothing in fear of what people may think?
That would be nice, yes.
If you have such an issue with Hermippos, why not do something about it yourself?
I'd like to, but I haven't been able to find him. Maybe you'd have better luck.
It can't be that hard.
That's what I thought as well.
Once Hermipos is in front of you,
I'm not entirely sure yet, but...
it almost sounds like you're...
Ha! Me? Envious of him? Making someone sad is...
Wherever Hermipos is...
I hope you do. His residence would be a good place to start.
Now, out of the way.
I should try to stay out of sight. Doesn't look like Hermipos is here. I should take a look around. Come on.
Who did this?
This is a lot of money for someone like Hermipos. Explains his residence, at least. Looks like Cleon made notes for Hermipos on his play. Everyone's a writer. A mask from the cult of Cosmos. Hermipos must be a member. Let's go.
Tutto è ora, ca.
What is it?
I couldn't find Hermipos, but I did find out something about him. He's a member of the cult of Cosmos.
Then it's no wonder he attached himself so closely to Cleon, discrediting Pericles.
Hermipos is dead.
Do you still believe he should say?
I know not what I think.
Ah, yes, you deserve a play of your own.
What is a leader if he hides behind the walls he built himself? Send me fire, storm, or sickness, but bring me justice for my city.
You shouldn't have crossed me. That's a nice horse, Socrates.
It's a very nice horse. A sturdy horse. It's also a stolen horse.
Socrates the horse thief. I can almost hear the stories they'll tell. Aristophanes will love this.
Unfortunately, those stories would be entirely fabricated. Although, I would like to see if you believe the story should still be told once you know the truth.
What story is that?
There is a man nearby who is responsible for stealing the horse. I've been contemplating the proper course of action, but I'd like to know what you think is right.
And how should I make my decision?
Your thoughts are your own, but speaking to the thief himself may help you decide. Can such a crime be justified? It's an interesting thought.
Where is the thief now?
I told him to wait by the stables southwest of here.
If you caught him stealing a horse, what's to say he won't just run away?
The hope of keeping the horse. That's where you come in. I'll let him tell you the rest.
Σύνελθε, σύνελθε, τέλος έστε.
The watch will be vigilant here.
You should get out of here!
You talk to old one leg.
That's the thief. You won't escape. Are you the one who stole the horse? Socrates said I should talk to you.
Bad enough being caught, but to have a Misthios judge me?
Better than an Athenian guard. Anything to say?
The man I stole it from won't even miss it. He has plenty of others, while my only horse died last week. If I had the drachmi to buy a new one, I would have.
Did you steal the horse to use it or sell it?
I have a family to feed, and this horse will help me on the farm. Plus, I have no other way of traveling right now.
There's no other option?
Not that I could think of. Trust me, I feel shame for what I did.
Any reason you picked this specific horse?
It was the easiest one to take. Other than that, not really. Though, I did make sure it wasn't his best horse.
A courteous thief.
I didn't steal it for fun. I did it because I had no other choice.
I have enough information to make a decision.
I hope you can understand. Wouldn't you do the same if it was your family?
Come on. Got to be careful not to get spotted.
Have you decided what should be done?
If he needs the horse more than the man he stole it from, let him keep it. It'll do him more good.
So, determining whether a crime deserves a consequence or reward is dependent on the reasons behind it? An intriguing thought, although I can see how dangerous such thinking might be.
The real question is whether my decision matters at all, or if this was just another test to see what I would do.
There is a good chance it is both, but an equally good chance it is neither.
Now you're not making sense on purpose.
Let me ask you one more thing. If one man kills another in order to save many, can his actions be considered just? Or should the man be punished?
If the action was for a good reason, then he is in the right.
So, in times like these, people like us get to determine the law. Many would believe a murder still deserves consequence.
The people whose lives were saved would disagree.
Then perhaps making choices that affect the most people for good is the correct path. Wouldn't you agree?
Are we done yet? I can't stay here all day.
Of course you can't. It's a luxury few can afford. Even those with the time for it often lack the mental capacity for such things.
Okay.
If a farmer steals the fruit today, but gives some of his crop to the poor tomorrow, who may decide if he's good, huh?
So now they have people watch us get punished. That's a different kind of shame.
I'm not here to watch. I just saw you by chance.
What you saw was a man who paid his master for freedom, but is being kept a slave.
You can do that?
My master gave me a price for my freedom, and I saved until I had enough. Now that I've given him the drachmi, he pretends as if the deal never existed.
That isn't right. Let me talk to him for you.
Really? You do that? My name is...
If you're waiting on help from the gods, I can leave.
No, please don't. Someone or something brought you here to me.
Yes, my legs did.
Gods or not, I'm grateful. My master should be near the silver mine. He's...
Have you always been a slave?
Since my youth. I was in the wrong place and born to the wrong family. I've been sold more than once.
And you just now got enough to buy your freedom.
More like I found a master who was willing to give me that sort of deal. I should have known he'd lie. It was my only hope, and now it's gone.
Do you often get whipped like that?
More than you know.
What did you do?
I don't always know. Not working fast enough, looking at someone wrong, asking for water.
I'll talk to your mother.
He's not really the least...
He will be with... Ella.
You look strong. I could always use more people to...
I'm already working.
As if I know their names.
Give me a moment to explain.
That's close enough to...
There's a man who paid you for his freedom.
Doesn't sound familiar.
What is it?
There's a woman I'd like you to kill. It'll leave her family to fend for themselves. But the cult of Cosmos needs it done.
You're a member of the cult?
You're smarter than they make you out to be, Ig.
Tell me why I shouldn't...
You could. Of course, if I'm killed, the slave...
Why does this woman need to die?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Fedon said you already broke your promise once.
Look around. I have plenty...
Most people prefer to keep their cult status a secret.
You can't do a thing about it if you want to help whatever his name is. Also...
I'll be on my way.
Kill the woman or not, it's your choice. One person's freedom is another's demise.
Cassandra! What chance that we should meet here?
It doesn't really feel like chance.
Ah, so you wish for today's topic to be about fate?
No, not really.
Good, because I had another in mind.
Attica is large, yet fate keeps bringing us together.
Ah, you're trying to bring us back to fate once again.
So how much did you overhear?
Oh, all of it. You have a difficult choice to make, clearly. How much...
There's no difference between one person and another. We all take our first breath the same way.
But are the breaths you take equal to my own? Would you not say the breath of Pericles is put to better use than that of someone in prison?
It doesn't matter which two people you compare. The answer is the same.
So, a thief is equal to a priest, a politician...
I think I've said enough.
Ah, you're right. I know you are...
That does sound...
Go now. It's been an honor.
You too, Socrates.
I'd heard you were searching for the master. Well, here
Put it down! Get you!
That's the end.
Nothing gets past the eyes of Cosmos.
Πού κασφαλές.
Got something for you.
Βοήθεια! Δεν προτέξω! Πρόσω!
One less evil in the world.
Welcome, Mistios. Enjoy your day, Mistios. Good day to you.
Choose your...
I will spear Vel...
You want the best!
It ends here!
Just give up! Choose your...
I'll fight this king of the bandits.
You want the best!
Fuck! Get it out!
your life, Mistios!
I'm putting you down!
The crowd loves you.
Ella. Let's hope no one notices. Yeah.
I will follow the most to the underworld and bring my hordes with us.
All my life I've heard stories of Leonidas. I can't believe I'm finally seeing where history was made.
I need to stay hidden. I'll root all of you out.
look troubled, Cassandra.
His bane feels familiar somehow.
A bird can fly away for seasons, but will always recognize its nest when it returns. This is Sparta.
I don't think I'm welcome.
I'm not sure of much, Cassandra, but I do know that when the time is right, we always get to go home.
And where is your home, Barnabas?
I'll save that story for another day.
In position! Sail! Get that sail up! Let's dock!
But no one knows for sure. Under the city, the heart of the souls, there is a place, a dark labyrinth. If you should dare to venture inside, there is no escape, no place to hide. Have you heard the tale of the monstrous Minotaur, the body of half the man?
Oh, Balaka, that smell. Who knew dye so foul would be so expensive?
on your luck? Have I got a solution for you?
What's all this about?
It's about adventure, thrills, danger, and untold fortunes.
I love a good adventure.
If you've got the drachmi and the time, I've got a once-in-a-life...
Tell me more.
Secrecy is key, Mistios. We can't... But first, pay up, and I'll give you a tablet with that.
Here you go.
Excellent. Here you go. This tablet will lead you directly to untold riches.
What? Just tell me where...
The tablet reveals all.
What does that even mean?
Just look at the tablet and follow the directions, Mistios. My work here is done.
Oh?
The tablet reveals all. Down on your luck? Have I got this?
Ride, Phobos! Found it. Empty? I'm going to snap that man's neck in two.
No!
What's going on? The chest was empty.
Inconceivable. Maybe you don't know how to read a tablet? I guarantee you there's something inside.
How can you be so sure?
Because I'm the one who put it there. I mean, Malaka. No, no, no!
Come with me!
Maracas! Someone help me! Help me smother the flames! Somebody help me!
Get them!
Empedocles can lead us all to meet the gods. He knows the way.
What seems to be the problem?
Empedocles be praised, and Misthios. I've done nothing wrong, yet the...
His god is a Malaka, a blasphemous blight on Aphrodite's hallowed soul.
You said rich?
Indeed. Empedocles rewards those who come to his call.
He doesn't sound like much of a god to me.
How could you?
You can't keep a god bound. And anyone who tried would die in the attempt.
Empedocles is not that kind of god.
He is no god at all. Your words are an affront to the will of Aphrodite.
If these priestesses speak for Aphrodite, then I speak for all three slumbering heads of Cerberus.
Time to go
Do as you will, Misthios. But even you cannot be everywhere at once.
I'll be fine. Is that...
Where can I find this god of yours?
They have him locked in a cage in Scandia Bay with the livestock.
Does he stand out in...
The guards stripped him naked. And when you are...
His gift?
Let's just say you'll...
I know all I need.
Do not...
He's over there.
There's the Murex fort. I should try to stay out of sight.
If I can... Do you see, feeble humans? I, the great Empedocles, cannot be I offer you an audience.
I only get paid when you're dead.
Brothers and sisters, the gods.
Somebody help!
Look upon my form, mortals. Regard my godly gifts.
Really do have the power.
I'll make you bleed!
Look upon my form, mortals. Regard my godly gifts and know the truth of my words.
No need to thank me for your rescue. Your drachmi is thanks enough.
Me? Thank you. Here? Our performance is missing that most fight. Meet me by my personal statue.
You'll get me a handsome reward!
We worship a little differently where I'm from. We don't kill a man for what he believes. We show respect.
Respect is for the gods, not those who pretend to be them.
The world is full of strife, yes, but also love. Embrace it.
I saw Empedocles risk his greatest treasure, running naked through a military camp.
You've made no friends.
Who needs friends when I...
Thank you for your support, Mistios.
Even a god won't...
Of course. What else would...
Clothes would do you...
You're just scared. But there's another matter.
I'll help you.
Of my caliber? Come, my well-muscled friend.
But first...
So you're not...
The likeness is terrifyingly good.
Terrifying.
Oh, God never need... But yes, please. I've been having trouble...
The gods?
Family When I first arrived on Kythera, I was imprisoned for my beliefs. They stopped...
And you want this...
Of course! The disc is a key. A key...
This disc?
Praise me! And all my glorious glory! Soon I will set sail for the Gulf of Corinth with my followers. Find us there, and you will meet the gods for yourself. Perhaps you are ready now.
This should be interesting.
That, my dear Misthios... A moment, please, while I address my audience. Rejoice! For I, your Athena, await Ares' demand.
That's a big...
You doubt me?
I don't doubt the joy you've brought your followers.
Their loyalty will be rewarded. We set sail for the Gulf of Corinth, and all the secrets she...
And meet your...
The Gulf of Corinth, and all she hides, Misthios.
Misthios? You'll be punished for what you've done. I didn't murder your son. It wasn't me. The gods have sent you to help me, haven't they?
This crime will not go unpunished. Tell me what you need.
Nemesis has heard my cries.
What's going on?
My son was murdered at the Murex warehouse. His head smashed in like an egg. It was Kythera's leader. I heard them arguing in the warehouse. Then why didn't you stop them? You lie! Go to the warehouse and find out who killed my son, Miss...
Your son's death will... What evidence do you have against Kythera's leader?
Your son was fooling around with the leader's daughters. All 4 of them. Daughters? I forbade him. Told him the leader is a fearsome and vindictive man. He was blinded by the reeds. Check the fort, and you'll find the gifts they gave him.
What makes you think he did it?
We took him in and gave him a job. But all he's done is steal from us. My boy fired him, kicked him out. I did steal, but I would never hurt someone. You hurt him when you betrayed him, Malaka.
That doesn't mean he killed him. Where is the warehouse located?
At the end of the harbor. It's a bloody mess now.
I'll go to the warehouse and...
Find out who them... I'll make sure this Malaka stays put. I'm innocent.
This looks like the place.
This must be the murder weapon. It's caked in dry blood. And heavy, too. There's no way the little guy could have swung this.
Συλλαβού τον κλέπτην τούτον!
Not much blood, and his head was bashed in. Probably a blunt weapon. This bracelet looks expensive. They could be gifts from the daughters, or an attempt to frame Kithira's leader.
What did you find, Mistios?
I searched the warehouse and found a gold bracelet and a heavy stone tablet covered in blood.
See? I told you you'll find gifts from the leader's daughters. It's not proof of innocence. What's this about a stone tablet? Tablet? I don't know of any tablet. Mistios, tell me who murdered my son. This worm or Kithira's leader?
If the fort leader is as strong as you say, only he could have lifted a tablet like the one I saw. There's no way this scrawny thief could have swung it like a weapon.
Then kill Kithira's leader. You will be paid when he ceases to draw breath. And make it a slow, painful execution.
It will be done.
Thank you, Mistios.
chance now.
You cannot stop us! You're a gift from the goddess herself. And by the fates. She chose well.
You're making me blush, stranger.
And I could do so much more.
I'm not sure about all of that, but you can definitely fight.
I may be a priestess of love, but I also bite. I always bite.
One has to be bold to attack a priestess. You must be important.
I am Dione, a simple acolyte born to serve Aphrodite. These thugs are dogs of the cult of Cosmos, and this has not been the first attempt on my life.
The cult? Tell me all that you know. Now.
Not here.
Let's go. You can tell me everything you know about the cult when we arrive.
I need to get back into the city. It should be safe there.
You'll never ever... I'll cut you all down! before me!
I'm safe here. The cult of Cosmos would never strike inside the city.
Good. Tell me more about them.
Right now? At least let me catch my breath. And take a good long look.
Enough idle chatter. Tell me what you know about the cult.
If you insist. We've always kept tabs on the cult, and lately they've gotten bolder. By the fates. They've driven my sister, the High Priestess, to lock herself in her chambers.
A cult leader must be involved if they're trying to kill such a public figure.
We're not dealing with the usual rats. My sister wants me to secure Kithra from the cult, and
that could work. Your sister sounds smart.
The plan isn't that praiseworthy. I was nearly killed.
Unfortunate, but her plan is still good.
Then help us secure Kithra. By the fates, you've seen what...
Secure Kithra?
A mystios indeed. The cult has plans for the Greek world. And with my ways, I know what they... I imagine this information would be useful to you. Or, if that isn't enough to satisfy you, I will.
Well, it has been a while since I've...
communed with the gods. And don't worry. Vrachmi will also be given for your services.
You drive a hard bargain. So what do you need me to do?
Just 3 simple tasks. First, my associate by the harbor needs help. Pay him a visit.
What else?
My sister believes she has leads on a traitor within our ranks. If that's true. And lastly, poisoned blades are a priestess's weapon of choice. But some bandits sacked our apothecaries and have taken refuge in the Mycenaean ruins.
Well, if it's not the cult, it's Malakis bandits.
Retrieve our poison vials. They will come in handy when fighting against the cult.
This associate of yours...
Ask for the harbor master at the tavern in Scandi.
The temple?
It's on Aphrodite's watch, up the hill. You'll find the High Priestess.
How will I get to these?
The Mycenaean ruins are to the south of the city. It'll probably be in a chest in...
I'll do what I can, for you and Kithira.
Thank you, Mystios.
Priorities, Leonie. I'll see you later.
I see it. These look like the ruins the Oni spoke about. Best be on my guard. I need to stay hidden. Coward's weapon. The Oni will want this back.
Someone help me! Evil bearer! You saved me!
Here's your apothecary's bag.
With this, we can make sure all our priestesses are armed for battle. Excellent work, Mistios.
I have more questions.
About me, maybe?
I'll be back. I bet people from all over come here to worship Aphrodite. High Priestess! Open up!
So you can kill me? Who sent you?
The Oni sent me. I'm a friend.
What did that idiot girl send a Misthios for? I gave her orders to follow, not to delegate.
She says you think there is a traitor in your midst.
You can't trust anyone these days. What do you want with the cult?
They ripped my family apart. I'll have vengeance.
Excellent. Anger is a wonderful motivator.
The Cult of Cosmos have much to answer for, and they will answer to me.
Perhaps you will be of use to me after all. I sent one of my handmaidens to spy on some of our own, and...
She hasn't returned.
Indeed. Except I couldn't care less about her. It's the information she uncovered I desire. Retrieve it for me.
Your dislike for your sister is obvious.
I'm the firstborn, and with that comes certain privileges and response. She undermines my authority constantly. Clearly she thinks she'd make the better High Priestess.
I see.
But she is my sister, and I do love her. I just wish she wasn't a jealous little fool.
When should I start looking for her?
I sent her to the outskirts of Kithira. I recall there being a farm in that area.
That's where I'll start then. Where did you say?
Try the farm.
I'll get you the...
Good, I'll make it worth your while. Now go quick.
Found her. Not many places for a handmaiden to hide in the outskirts of the city. This must be it. Do not trust the fates. It's addressed to the High Priestess. She needs to know about this. Come on. Ella. Μην αφήσεις με κλείσει.
Well, what of my handmaiden?
She was murdered. It might have something to do with this note. It says, "Don't trust the fates."
That's it?
The rest of the papyrus is stained with blood.
That makes no sense.
She protected it with her life. It wasn't for nothing.
Now we will never know for sure if there is a traitor in our ranks. But I cannot rule out the possibility. Our situation is dire. Work with the Oni. Secure Kithira for us, Misthios.
The watch will be vigilant here. I take it you're the harbor master?
I told you. I'll pay when I get paid.
The Oni sent me. She said you needed help.
The Oni?
I'm just helping her out.
Liar! I bet you want her more than you want information.
Just tell me what needs to be done.
Huh? You think you can do better than I have?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Fine. You want to prove yourself to Theone, right? They've captured some mercenaries who are of interest to her at the fortified warehouse.
I'll see to it.
If you make it back alive, I'll fatten your pockets with drachmi myself.
Deal. But first, I have some questions. Freeing prisoners sounds treasonous.
Why would she want to do that?
In her paranoia, the High Priestess has ordered anyone suspicious to be detained. But
a mercenary's business is rarely their own.
still, Theoni wants them to help...
And let me guess, the only ones she can trust are...
Exactly.
Is Theoni someone special to you?
I'm her lover. And I'll be the one to help get rid of her enemies. Why am I telling you anything? I don't care what you think your relationship with her is.
Right. I've got enough to go on.
Come back when you're done.
Found him. There he is. He's over there.
Oh, a real adventurer. Please, Mistios, it's my idiot husband. Mistios, my husband.
What's wrong with him?
He's an idiot.
That's one problem I can't solve.
He's a fisherman who thought he could make better drachmi hunting lynx. Spent everything we had on a bow. I haven't...
Not only will I find...
Thank you. He was last...
He's been gone a while.
You'll find him.
How?
Because you're not an idiot.
Out of here, quick, before the guards return.
My thanks.
Not good. They'll execute. I did nothing wrong.
I freed the prisoners at the military camp.
There were 3 of them. Did you get them all?
Yes, 3 of them, in all their bold glory.
I guess you're more useful than you look. In that case, the Oni needs one more task fulfilled. A man needs to die.
I'm listening.
The Oni's enemies have forces on Hydra Atoll. They're going to use it as a staging area to launch attacks on Kythera. You need to exterminate these pests.
I will wipe the enemy off the face of that island.
Your humility is moving, Mystios. But I wouldn't underestimate them.
No. It's you who underestimates me.
Enough pointless chatter. She needs you to take out the captain there. His men should disperse after that, but still leave none alive. Will you do it?
Consider it done. What more can you tell me?
What more could you possibly need?
Any idea where I can find the captain?
That rat should be somewhere around the shipwreck. I led a small party that managed to maroon his ship. But we...
What is the quickest way to Hydra Atoll?
Sail south from the southern tip of Kythera until you...
Tell me what you know about the cult.
What cult?
Isn't the captain a cultist?
He could be a Malaka's god for all I care. The only way for us to be together is if I aren't you here for the same reason?
I'm here to dismantle the cult of Cosmos. I have no time or interest in the priestess.
You can't fool me with your cult bullshit. And no one would ever call themselves that. Malaka's cult of Cosmos.
Whatever. That's all I need to know.
We'll send a fat amount of drachmi to your ship.
Excellent.
Go. Get out of here.
Or what?
Or I'll... Did you already...
That's all.
We'll go. Or...